EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Willis now off the play fake. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. Yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another tote for Etienne. Yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. To throw is Brissett. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Willis's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They go play action with Willis. And that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action, Willis. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. From just shy of midfield, Brissett. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
Handoff running left is Etienne. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brissett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, Brissett. They'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. First and goal, Kelly. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Throwing, Brissett. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Travis Etienne taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Here's Willis. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Jamison Williams, 75 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
A short kick taken at the 18. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Brissett. Over the middle to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. ETN up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run with ETN. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Kelly tries the right side. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brissett. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's
a fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. They go play action with Willis. Being chased out left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chase Young. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup facing 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them. Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now Etienne to start the drive, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Brissett sets to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He's going deep for Brown. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Willis now off play action. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play fake. Here's Willis. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll throw now on the final play. He sets to fire deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And he'll be out right at the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Etienne on the toss right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brissett. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake, here's Willis. This is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another big play here as they strike for 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw,
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Willis now off of play action. He'll buy some under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Barrett, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Etienne once more. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Brissett now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work.
He's got a man complete. The 20. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On 1st down, Willis. Rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Chase Young make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. There don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Chase Young, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the fourth, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A handoff for Etienne, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
Well, partner, the defense isn't going to adjust, and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over. They're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Brissett. Complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a give to Etienne, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 44, Brissett. Caught on the right side by Jones. He's got room at the 30, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss. The play, and 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Carlson able to put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. On 2nd down at 4, Willis dancing to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. Oh, good move. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Willis. For a left side complete. That's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chase Young in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis. And this is going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's Brissett. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Brissett. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Etienne with it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say.